you tell me, because you're getting really excited about, you know, we do these sessions and you're like, oh my God, you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Aren't you? That's,
yeah, I am, yeah.
You know, it's really good for me to see your face. You know, it's like the pennies dropped.
Yeah.
When did the penny drop for you?
I really think the last session that I had with you, the last one that we did, like, not the one that's just gone, the one before, up there.
Yep.
When we were just talking about, I mean, the customer profiles that we did were brilliant, but it was really about how I can not write off a day. That was so important to me, because I do write off every day. When I have a bad day, I write it off, and I think tomorrow will be another day.
But why were you writing it off though?
Because I just thought that I couldn't do it, and that was genuinely it. And then when I come in the next day, the pressure...
Can you do it?
Yeah. And the pressure that mounts on my shoulders is unreal, and it comes to Friday and I've got to do like 10 appointments, and I just think, oh my God, why did I write off this day?
Yeah.
But now I know what my state is when I am at my best, and I know how to use that now. Like, obviously I've still got things to learn, but I know what I can do. And that was when the penny dropped for me, when I realised that there is a way that I can stop doing that. And when we went through that together, and also, I don't know if you remember me saying, when I said I need to start taking criticism better.
Right.
When I started saying that to you, I said one of my flaws is that I don't take criticism very well. I don't use it in a...
From who?
From peers, in my personal life as well, from family members, from relationships. Like, if anyone says something to me and tries to criticise me in a constructive way, I'm so defensive of myself. And do you know, my mum said it to me from such a young age. I don't know why I do it, I just do it. But obviously you saw me in the session yesterday where everyone was not criticising, but giving me feedback. And I didn't feel the need to bite my tongue or to, you know, think, no, I don't agree with that, because I've come a lot more open to people giving me advice. Right. Which is important.
And you feel that's a result of
because I have to take advice. I've still got so far to go in my life. I still want to go so far in my career. I'm not going to get anywhere if I'm not going to take on board what people say. I'm not going to be able to do it all on my own. I don't know everything, and people know more than me about certain things in sales, certain things in my personal life, and I need to be able to take that on board. And that's something that I have really learned. Quite specific things, but I think that shows even more how important it is to me. Yeah.
And so over the past few months, because when did we first meet? It was like
Christmas conference.
Christmas conference, Cool. God, it seems the ages away. So what did you think at the Christmas conference then?
The Christmas conference, I was a bit like...
Were you drunk?
No, I wasn't drunk. I wasn't drunk.
That was before the party, wasn't it?
I hadn't had a drink yet. Yeah, I wasn't. At the Christmas conference, I thought it was a very different, because I think that you personally, like how I thought it was a lot more energetic and a lot more like, this is what I'm about, this is what I do kind of thing, because there were so many people in the room, but everybody loved it. Like, everybody, the feedback afterwards is, oh my God, that was amazing. But you only had so much time, didn't you, to kind of show yourself.
They only gave me an hour.
To show all those people, like over 100 people, what you were doing. And I think after what you managed to do, which I think people probably thought was impossible, was we'd had some presentations which were pretty, for the call centre staff and for the administrative staff, and pretty boring, I'm not going to lie. Like, things that we can't really comprehend as much as the BDMs could, as much as they could use it in their pitch. You know, it's stuff that we don't talk about. We don't
the sales team.
Exactly. And you were able to come in after we were all feeling drained. All we wanted to do was go into our hotel rooms, get drunk. But you were able to come in and bring everybody from down here to up here, and that's definitely what you did for me. And it was just I saw that as an insight into what was going to come. I knew as soon as you'd done it, I knew that that was not going to be the end of you. I knew they weren't just going to bring you for that. But no, I really enjoyed it, and it was definitely, I was just surprised at how you were just like this bundle of energy just going like that around the room. We was like, oh my God, what's going on? And just like all the exercises that you did, like the one where you got everyone to get up and go and introduce themselves to 3 different people and just talk about what we do, and that was really interesting, because I still remember the people that I met.
Yeah, because you don't know everybody in the company, do you?
No, I met an Elevon partner and a guy from upstairs as well who works in recovery. Right. And I remember that really clearly, because it's good to meet other people, isn't it, who work in the same place as you.
So, as an example then, you're thinking, right, okay, what the company's invested the time and taking you guys off the floor.
Yeah,
so we
which
did that
is big.
It is big.
Such a big thing,
Yeah.
like especially for the call centre. It's they have to genuinely believe in what you're doing, that it's having a positive effect. Because obviously I'm a senior, so I know a bit more about how the figures affect the closed doors. Especially my team leader Liam has been away for 2.5 weeks, so I'm now in his shoes, and it's frustrating when half the team are away, I'm not going to lie, but then when they come back, when I came back yesterday, I was like, oh, this is so good, and you know, I'm amazing, I'm having the best day ever, and I have had the best day ever, and that is literally...
What, yesterday?
Yesterday, and today, I've done 8 appointments today. It's
Right.
been, as I said, I had a really good first 2 weeks of the month, and since Liam's been away, obviously my attention isn't 100% on the phone, but today I've said, no, I'm going to be 100% on the phone today. I've had long conversations with everybody, and I set myself a goal that in my notes to Jamie, my BDM, I'm going to write one thing from every conversation that I learned about the person.
Yeah.
So, for example, the first thing this morning was I learned the guy does mountain biking and swimming.
Right.
So I wrote that in the notes, so Jamie can then go in and obviously talk about that.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been doing all day, and it's really worked.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
You're on a roll.
I am.
Yeah.
So, you know, you've got to come back.
Yeah, no, I will do. But what did you think of so I brought the 2 coaches in yesterday. So tell me about that session and its impact on you.
I was, well, first of all, the coaches are amazing, by the way. Deborah was unbelievable. The impact it had on me was, the first thing was that it just opened my eyes to other people in this place and what they do, because I was in a group with quite high standards, like Sunil, Eve, all been here long, we're all seniors. I felt really nervous. I was very nervous, and I think that's why I kept trying to comment on everything so that it would make me not feel as bad, because I was really nervous and everyone kept getting up to go, and I was like, I want to go, I want to get it over and done with.
Yeah.
But the impact it had on me was, as I said, I missed so many opportunities. The opportunities that I have missed since I've been at RMS are crazy. I hate to think how many appointments I've just missed.
Yeah.
And as soon as I got to the end of that call, I thought in my head, you know, regardless of if it wasn't really an appointment, it was an appointment, whatever, I just thought, do you know what, I've had 1,000,001 different customers I could have fought for that for a bit more and listened to a little bit more and took a bit more interest in their life and where they're at right now, what's their situation. They're probably so busy and they're taking 2 minutes out of their day to talk to me about their card processing, and I just thought, wow, all their missed opportunities. But then I came back on the floor, and the first call I make is a business sector that I would never usually call, and I get the appointment because I've just cared that little bit more. That's the main impact it had on me.
So you've come out the room and basically applied it straight away.
Yeah.
It's not, oh, it's been another training session, and...
The first thing I did was ring my BDM and said, I cannot believe... Actually, the first thing I did was ring my boyfriend and said, do you know what, I can't believe how good I feel. I was the only one that closed the appointment, and I just can't believe, I can't wait to get on the phone. That's what I said to you and Deborah, I can't wait to get on the phone. And I got on the phone and it was just, I rang Jamie and I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. Like, and I'm not a complimentary person in real life situations. I don't like complimenting people. Probably something to do with my don't like taking criticism thing. I don't really, and I really, really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it.
Well, I've seen you grow over the past few months, and so, you know, the first bit is, if you're going to improve here, then you've got to improve you. Yeah. Yeah. So it's not improve, you know, down here first, and then, I get better. It's you improve, work improves, performance improves. So, you know, it's really good. Yeah. And, I mean, there's a lot of call centres that do not do this and make this investment in their staff.
Oh, they need to, 100%, because this is just the beginning. As I said to you about, there's so many other steps that we can now take. Like, I just think for the new people as well that have joined this call centre, this is a brilliant experience for them to have under their belt. You know, I know it's very overwhelming for them. They've only been here a week. This is fantastic. This is what everybody should be doing in any. You could do this in any business sector. Yeah. But especially in call centres where it is on the phone, and I think, as I said, there is so many more levels now that we can take to make this even better. But it was great. It was really great.
Good. Thank you.
That's all right. No problem whatsoever. Now, when are you coming back?
When am I coming back? Got to go first. I've got to go home.
When are you going to think of some more things to tell us?
Oh, well, it's not so. It's, you know, my job is to help you go to a different level, just like the sportsmen that I work with. but the crossover is that, you know, you guys, and the penny is dropping now, I think, for a lot of you. You know,
do you listen to our calls?
I've just started listening
That's
to some
something
of
that I
those.
think you should do.
Yeah.
I think they should find some calls, some bad calls, some good calls.
Yeah.
I think what's brilliant about that is they also, you can put a face to the name as well. So obviously, you know, say if that was Perry Walker and stuff like that, or someone else, and someone that you think that, you know, you really could listen to those calls, and I think that is something that, you know, really could you could do something a lot with that.
Yeah.
Because it is different when you're up there and you're in this tense environment, and it is very different. There's some people that are very, like Sunil, I think you'd see a very much different. If you was to hear him on the phone to a garage owner or someone like that does take cards or something like that, you'd be quite surprised. Yeah. Obviously from being up there, but I think that's definitely something that would really be beneficial for people. For you to just give your feedback. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, you don't work in sales, but we appreciate anybody's feedback. Yeah. So you're gonna do that?
I'm gonna do that. Just
and
for
I'm
you.
still finishing that email that I need to send you about my experience. It's quite long, but
yeah, no, it doesn't have to be long.
But I just thought I wanted to write down everything that I thought. Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
Well, it was lovely to see you, and I'll see you soon. Yeah.
Yeah, appreciate it.
See you soon.
Take care.